Hey there, it's Katrina Sawa here, the Jumpstart Your Biz Coach with jumpstartyourmarketing.com and loveyourselfsuccessful.com, my book. And today I want to talk about part 2 of last week's video tip, which was all about networking in your business and to get leads and clients and such. And last week I explained a lot about why you need to be networking more and how many times a week and what kinds of things to do to get comfortable being networking situations if you're not comfortable, and why it's so important to go to so many events. If you don't have clients and you don't have scheduled calls and you need to make money, I highly recommend this. Now, today I want to talk a little bit more about the nitty gritty of some key things that you can do that I teach some of my clients in my Live Big Mastermind. I have a lot of clients who need to be doing networking as well because they don't have clients yet. Great. So if you aren't sure, one client said to me the other day, she said, I get in these networking situations and I know ahead of time I'm supposed to be asking questions and I'm supposed to be sharing more about what I do, and then trying to find a way to, do a follow-up call with them, to how to connect with them and refer business later, which is what I always recommend. But when I get in those situations, she said, I forget, my brain freezes and turns off and I start just wanting to help them or find out more about them, and I don't ever talk about me and I don't give them my information, or I do, but I don't collect theirs. And so I always forget to be in lead generation mode because I'm so, flustered with what I'm supposed to remember. And so I said, okay, well, there's a couple things you could do. First, you could have a little cheat sheet. You could just get a little piece of paper and a little note card or something like that and write on it the key things you need to remember when you're at these networking events. Number one, you could read it before you go in your car. You could have it in your purse or your wallet or a jacket pocket or whatever, and you could pull it out in the bathroom. You could pull it out while the speaker's talking and take a look over it and checklist and see what you're supposed to be doing and remind yourself, right? And you could even have it, sometimes you get into networking situations where you're standing in a circle giving your introduction, or you're walking, or you're everybody's popping up around the room to give an introduction in front of the room. Then hold it. Why not hold it? Every time I go to a networking event, I always have a little sheet of paper with the top 3 things or whatever that I want to make sure I say in my networking spiel at that particular moment, because it's not the same every time. I might be promoting a teleclass one week. I might be promoting a live event the next week. I might be promoting to come and talk with me in a free call one week. I might be talking about a specific tip sheet I have, a freebie that I have to give out, or I want to sell my books, or I want to get referrals or speaking gigs. Those are all things that you can remind yourself to ask about, and you should be asking. You should be saying something like, hey, I'm looking for anybody who's interested in, obviously, bullet, something to do with your business, okay? But I'm also looking for speaking gigs in regards to this, that, or the other thing. And or anybody who might have ideal or their own clients who might be good referral sources, and we could have a chat together to see if or how we can refer business to each other. So you want to be thinking speaking, referrals, and getting clients when you're at live events, okay? And so write a note. Seriously, I did this for years, and I still sometimes do this, is I write down some notes of what I don't want to forget to ask or ask for or mention in my spiel. Don't just go on and on and on about all the great things you do. Get to what you need in your conversations. Get to what you need and what you're looking to provide. You can always have a follow-up call with somebody to go on further and explain more about what you do. But if you don't get to that follow-up call, you're probably not going to be doing business with them. So get to the follow-up calls, schedule these what I call get to know you calls, and that way you can see a little bit more about them, and then you share a little bit more about you, and then you see if or how you can help each other. And a lot of times those will turn into prospects, okay? But you want to look at people probably more as referral sources first, because that way you don't come off as salesy, as someone who just is looking for business, okay? Hey, I need people who are buying or selling their house right now. Do you know anybody? Are you selling? Or do you want to buy? That's annoying. So don't do that. But if you said, hey, I'm looking for speaking gigs where I can share about the housing market, if you're a realtor, or I'm looking for other mortgage people or other title reps or other people who might have clients who might be interested in buying or selling, then you're looking at me. If you're saying this to me, you're looking at me as a referral source, not like a hot meat, right? Red meat. And you're a lion trying to pounce on me, right? So just take note with some of that. Those are some key things I like to do in networking situations. But the biggest thing is don't talk to any one person too long. You got to keep moving around the room and work it. And you got to get as much contact information from everybody as possible so that you can do an effective follow-up process. Okay. I'll talk about follow-up on another video, but it's really critical. If you just give your information out, that's not smart, because most people don't do anything with that information. They've got stacks of business cards sitting on their desk, and they're not going to call you and they're not going to follow up. So if you don't get their information, you're going to be missing out on that connection. So you have to get the information, the business card or whatever. You can still give yours, but don't rely on your marketing materials to sell you or have them follow up. Okay? So hopefully this is helpful. I teach all kinds of stuff regarding networking. It's one of my hugest marketing strategies still to this day, 14 years into my business. I love it, but I love it. I know it's not comfortable for everybody, but I show you how to get more comfortable. Honestly, I have a great product on my website that teaches more about networking and follow up. You can look at the products page at jumpstartyourmarketing.com, find all that, or come to my next event, right? I have 3 more events this year in Sacramento, California. Just go to livebigevents.com, livebigevents.com, and you'll see when the next ones are. The next one's on speaking. Then I have one in July on all the stuff to jumpstart your business, all the marketing strategies. And then I have one in November as well. So I'd love to see you at an event. It's a great way to really work on your business. And if you want to talk to me, of course, there's all kinds of ways to get on my website and get on my email list and come to a call with me. I'm happy to chat with you about where you are in your business and how we can help you. All right, have a great day, everybody.